February 28, 2026. A new wind is blowing from the north. Canada is charting its own course. For decades, Canada played the quiet partner to the United States, but that era is over. Now Canada is making bold, independent choices, surprising many in Washington. The world is shifting, and Canada is determined to adapt. This is about Canada's identity and its future. Canada is building bridges to Europe, the UK and India. Canada is showing it's a serious country with its own ideas and power. The old, quiet Canada is gone. A bold new chapter has begun. The nation is ready to lead, not just follow. The architect of this change is Prime Minister Mark Carney. Former head of the Bank of Canada and Bank of England, Carney brings global expertise to Ottawa. He took office after Justin Trudeau's surprise resignation, promising a new era. Carney's leadership is direct, pragmatic, and focused on self-reliance. He declared the old US-Canada relationship over, signaling a bold new approach. Canadians see him as a steady hand in uncertain times, despite slow economic growth. Carney's government quickly prioritized a new foreign policy diversification. No more putting all eggs in the US basket. Canada is forging new global partnerships. His team is traveling the world, making deals and strengthening alliances. This marks a decisive break from the past. Carney's style is clear and confident, giving Canadians hope for a stronger future. The new policy is about resilience and independence. Canada is determined to thrive no matter what happens next door. The Carney era is defined by assertiveness and strategic thinking. Canada is stepping onto the world stage with renewed purpose. The new government's agenda was clear from the start. On May 27, 2025, King Charles III delivered the speech from the throne in Ottawa, a historic moment. The speech outlined a vision for a stronger, more sovereign Canada, with investments in security and resilience. Soon after, Canada hosted the G7 summit in Banff, Alberta. Amid global crises, Prime Minister Carney used the summit to showcase Canada's leadership. He met with leaders from Europe and Asia, pushing for stable trade and democratic cooperation. Carney wasn't just following the US, he was presenting Canada's own vision. The world saw a Canadian leader unafraid to disagree with allies when necessary. These events sent a clear message: a new government, a new plan. The speech from the throne set domestic priorities. The G7 summit revealed Canada's foreign policy. Together they marked the start of a new chapter. Canada is no longer content to be a quiet follower. It's ready to lead and demand respect on the global stage. Prime Minister Carney's plan is to look beyond the US for trade and alliances. For decades, 3/4 of Canadian exports went south. Now that's changing. Canada is strengthening ties with Europe and the UK, building on existing trade deals. After Brexit, Canada moved quickly to secure its relationship with the UK. The focus is on stable, democratic partners who share Canadian values. Carney's recent visit to India signaled a push for new opportunities in Asia's fastest-growing economy. With China, Canada is making targeted sectoral deals, carefully to avoid jeopardizing US relations. Washington is wary, threatening tariffs, but Canada is balancing its interests. The goal: diversify markets, attract investment, and reduce vulnerability. It's a diplomatic balancing act, but Canada is determined to succeed. The world is watching Canada's next moves. The US is uneasy about Canada's new direction. President Trump's administration sees Canada's global outreach as a betrayal. Tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum, and cars have already hit hard. New deals with China have triggered threats of even higher tariffs. Security concerns are rising. Washington fears Chinese influence in Canada could pose risks. Disagreements over defense, like the Golden Dome missile system, add to the tension. Canada's ambassador in Washington, Mark Wiseman, faces a tough job. defend Canada's choices, rebuild trust, and negotiate an end to damaging tariffs. He must prove Canada is still a reliable partner, even as it pursues its own path. The relationship is now a delicate balancing act between independence and cooperation. Canada is standing firm, determined to protect its interests. The stakes are high for both countries. The old trust is gone, replaced by competition and negotiation. The outcome will shape North America's future. Canada's military spending has long lagged behind its NATO promises. The Carney government changed that, announcing a major defense boost in June 2025. Canada pledged to meet NATO's 2% target by March 2026, 5 years ahead of schedule. This move surprised allies and signaled Canada's commitment to its own security. The new defense plan focuses on modernizing the military and increasing presence in the Arctic. Canada is shifting from reliance to self-reliance, ready to defend its territory and interests. Investing in defense strengthens Canada's credibility on the world stage. It's no longer just a soft power, it's building a stronger shield. This new posture is central to Canada's assertive foreign policy. Canada is ready to do its part to protect itself and its allies. At the heart of Canada-US relations is the USMCA trade deal, up for renewal in July 2026. If not renewed, trade chaos could erupt across North America. Negotiations are tense. Washington wants changes and is using the talks to pressure Canada on China and defense. Ambassador Wiseman is leading the charge to protect Canadian interests. Amid this, the 2026 FIFA World Cup, co-hosted by Canada, the US, and Mexico, offers a rare chance for diplomacy. The tournament's timing could ease tensions and open doors for negotiation. Canada is navigating tough talks with new confidence and creativity. The world is watching to see if Canada's bold strategy pays off. The outcome will define North America's future for years to come. Canada is determined to shape its destiny. A new era has begun,